Brilliant. Well, hey, thank you all so much for being here. Really excited to have you judge round one of Bases Challenge 2022. This info session is just to take you through how judging works and the sections competition layout for round one. We have 8 teams per category. Everyone's going to judge one category. Each team will have the opportunity to pitch for 10 minutes, followed by a 5-minute Q&A with judges. Since this is Zoom, we're going to use the raise hand function to ask questions during the Q&A. There'll be a moderator from Bases in every room for every pitch who is available to facilitate the Q&A and help anyone with technical or logistical challenges. As an example, these are the schedules for all 4 categories. We'll start with a speaker who will talk to the companies before the judges come in, and then 3 teams, a short break, 3 teams, another break, and then the final 2 to end the day. The judging rubric covers 9 categories. The first 7 we rated from 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. The last 2 will be judged on a 1 to 5 scale, with 1 still being the lowest and 5 the highest. The first category is problem or opportunity. What exactly is the need they're trying to tackle? Important things to note is how novel the opportunity is, how saturated the problem space is, and how well they communicate or justify that need. Then their solution, their value proposition, assuming they have a very compelling need, how are they going to meet it? Furthermore, who is their target audience? What demographics do they think will be most receptive to their solution? Followed up by differentiation from competition. How is their product different from others on the market? What's unique about it, sustainable about their approach versus other startups tackling the same challenge? Especially why will customers buy this product or service over existing solutions they're already familiar with? Market size, what is the total available market next year, next 5 years, predicted addressable market over the next 2 years, and how did they do their research? How well supported are these figures? Business model, everyone is familiar with. How are they going to raise capital, predicted costs, what are their areas of revenue, what are their advantages in terms of cost or revenue over their competitors? Then there's their go-to-market strategy. How are they going to reach their audience, distribute their product, who will they work with, and why will their partners want to work with them? Then you have team. We're looking at some really strong teams this year, but it's important to understand, is the team uniquely qualified to address their idea? Do they have an advisory board with credible advisors? Is there subject matter expertise on their team or on their advisory board? On the 1 to 5 scale, for the 2 categories judged 1 to 5, first is ethics. We really care about ethical entrepreneurship. Want to see that the teams are thinking about how their product services are being used by consumers, what impact it has in society. Considerations to keep in mind are things like fairness, sustainability, diversity and equity, and larger impact of their product beyond just the need they're trying to fill. Finally, adaptability. How quickly can they pivot their product, pivot their team, pivot their focus if something was to change drastically? This section is particularly important and relevant in light of ongoing disruptions around COVID. So if does this company rely on the supply chain crisis easing rapidly, on people being able to come in person, or do they have plans and flexibility to allow them to remain remote, have have flexibility in their manufacturing, and so on. Finally, after the official ratings, there's the opportunity to provide feedback. This is really valuable to these companies, to the entrepreneurs who are participating. It's a free response section. You can affirm strong parts of this pitch or give recommendations for improvement on the rest. It's really an opportunity to tell them, it's an opportunity to share with the entrepreneurs what you've liked and what they can do better. This is an example judging form that will show you very quickly. Every judge will get one within their category name. They'll put their signature in, and then for each team, we'll choose 1 to 10 or 1 to 5, and then provide feedback to the entrepreneurs. And that's the entirety of judging. Are there any questions?
Yeah, seems pretty straightforward.
Kyle, just one question. How much time do we have between giving feedback to a company, rating it, and the start of the next company? Yeah, because if I recall well, last year, maybe there was very short time rating companies, so you have to really, run and rush a little bit. So can you remind me?
Yeah, so there's going to be about 5 minutes between each company. There's going to be about 5 minutes between each company. Can also, if you take notes, go back and add to your ratings during the breaks. Also, yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Kylie, how interactive? I mean, should we be kind of peppering them with questions along the way, or what's sort of the best format there?
That's a great question. For the sake of time, we do ask that the teams be allowed to get through their pitch, and then there'll be a 5-minute Q&A, which should be quite interactive, but not during the pitch itself. Fantastic. If that is all the questions, then thank you everyone for coming. If you have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to me at kylehall@stanford.edu.
Thanks, Kylie.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Okay, cool. Bye.